The story begins in Sweden, 1943. The world is burning in the flames of the Second World War. Amid this chaos, in a small Swedish town, lives an 18-year-old boy named Stig, a bright and curious student whose world revolves around books, friends, and his simple middle-class family. His older brother is a boxer, soon to leave for the army. Life seems ordinary, until one day something extraordinary enters his world. A new teacher arrives at Stig's school. Her name is Viola. She is about 40, elegant, confident, and carries a mysterious charm that instantly draws everyone's attention. When she steps into the classroom, even the mischievous boys go silent. But for Stig, something different happens. The moment he sees her, the warmth in her eyes, the confidence in her voice, his world stops for a second. He doesn't understand why, but something in his heart awakens. During class, while other boys whisper silly notes about girls, Viola catches Stig passing one. She doesn't shout, doesn't scold. She simply calls him after class. Her voice is calm yet commanding. She asks for the note and quietly tells him to clean the classroom as punishment. As Stig erases the blackboard, he glances at Viola, the way her hair falls on her shoulder, the gentle curve of her smile. He feels an emotion he's never felt before, something between admiration and desire. Viola notices his gaze, but says nothing. That night, Stig can't sleep. He works part-time at a local theatre, where he is often late and gets scolded by his boss. His classmate, a sweet girl who lives nearby, secretly loves him. She is even learning his native language, just to impress him. But Stig's mind is elsewhere. The next day, during a test, Viola walks slowly around the room. When she stops beside him, he feels her presence, close, warm, electric. His heartbeat races. Later, during gym class, while everyone is outside, Stig stays behind under the excuse of needing a dictionary. He approaches Viola, their eyes meet. For the first time, he feels the thrill of being close to her, so close that he can feel her breath. From that day, something silent but powerful grows between them. Stig begins watching her secretly, waiting outside her home, longing just to see her face. Viola knows. She senses his young attraction, but deep inside, she feels something too. Her life at home is lonely and painful. Her husband is a drunk, a bitter man who insults and hurts her, both physically and emotionally. She is trapped in a loveless marriage, and Stig's innocence, his youth, his tenderness, feel like sunlight after years of cold darkness. One afternoon in the quiet of the school library, Viola catches Stig following her. "Why are you following me?" she asks softly. Before she can move, Stig kisses her. For a brief moment, time stops. She should have pushed him away, but she doesn't. Instead, she kisses him back. Then, realizing what she's done, she pulls away and walks off in silence. But that moment changes everything. Soon, they start meeting secretly, in empty classrooms, in the library, in Viola's home when her husband is away. Their connection grows deeper, no longer teacher and student, but two lonely souls finding warmth in each other. Stig experiences love, passion, and desire for the first time. Viola rediscovers what it feels like to be seen, to be wanted. But love born in secrecy carries danger. One day while Stig is at her house, Viola's husband returns unexpectedly. Stig barely escapes. The husband suspects nothing, assuming Stig is just a student seeking help. But the narrow escape shakes them both. Despite the risk, they continue. They laugh, they share music, they hold each other under the dim light of her small living room. Viola starts inviting him only when her husband is away. But fate, as always, is unpredictable. Later, Stig and Viola's husband accidentally become friends, bonding over music. Ironically, Stig finds the man kind when sober, broken, but not evil. The husband confesses his own sins, cheating on Viola, hurting her, drinking to forget his shame. Hearing this, Stig's heart fills with guilt. He starts to see their affair differently, not as love but as escape. Viola had sought comfort in him, not a future. Meanwhile, the girl who truly loves Stig tries to win his heart. She invites him home, confesses her feelings, even tries to seduce him, but Stig refuses. His heart and mind are tangled in guilt and confusion. One night, Viola's husband breaks down in tears, telling Stig that he knows everything but doesn't hate him. Stig is stunned. The man simply says, "She needed someone when I wasn't there." From that day, Stig begins to drift away from Viola. He longs for a normal life, for youth, for peace. But Viola becomes desperate. She tries to pull him back, both emotionally and physically. Stig resists, torn between sympathy and suffocation. Then tragedy strikes. Stig receives a letter. His brother's submarine was attacked, and he was killed in service. The news crushes him. His world collapses, but he hides his pain from his mother. Viola, still obsessed, visits him one night at the theater. She wants to see him, to feel close again. But at that same moment, the girl who loves Stig arrives and catches them together. Her heart shatters. She walks away in tears. Now Stig can't bear it anymore. He goes to Viola's house and tells her, "This has to end." Viola, drunk and broken, loses control. She screams, threatens, even tries to hurt herself. Stig stays for a while, helpless, then finally walks away. Days later at school, Viola fails him on purpose. Stig realizes she's punishing him for leaving her. In anger, he threatens to expose her, but she laughs coldly. "Who would believe you, Stig? A boy against a teacher?" He's called by the principal, told that he's failed the year and must repeat his class. His record books are mysteriously missing pages, erased evidence of his work. As if the world hadn't punished him enough, a military plane crashes fuel near the school grounds. Fire breaks out, chaos follows, as if reflecting the storm inside Stig's heart. A few days later, he attends his brother's funeral with his parents. On the train home, his mother senses something hidden behind his silence. She asks him what's wrong. Stig looks out the window and says quietly, "Maybe someday, when I'm older, I'll tell you everything." Later, at the school ceremony, Viola hands out report cards. When it's Stig's turn, he looks her in the eyes and shows her something that makes her face flush with shame. He leaves without taking his grades. That night, Stig steals Viola's dictionary, the same one that once brought them close. He keeps it, not out of love, but as a memory of how innocence can turn into pain. And with that, he decides to start over, not as a boy who loved his teacher, but as a man who finally learned what love, loss, and forgiveness truly mean. Some stories aren't meant to last forever, but they leave a mark that time can never erase. If this tale touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more untold stories of love, loss, and destiny. See you in the next video. Until then, take care.